Hello, darling. Oh, boy, I screwed up this afternoon. I started out this trailer and hit that ice and slipped and screwed that knee up again. Supposed to start straightening out here tomorrow. Supposed to get above freezing. But it's sleeting and raining right now. Yeah, I could sort of feel it this afternoon, but that sucker is getting sore now. Didn't need that. Oh, yeah. Don't have no choice. Hello, Daniel. How you doing tonight? Yeah, beat up as I've been, I still go pretty good. I spent the whole afternoon arguing with the VA, trying to get my stuff straightened out with them. Well, we're a big ice cube here. Yeah, I think so, Diane. I was on the phone several hours with them. I got some medicine from them, and I'm supposed to take once a day. And I looked at it, and it said, "Do not take bupropion with this." They had a bottle of bupropion in there too that I was supposed to be taking. So we had a little talk about that, and then a bunch of appointments they had screwed up. Like I say, I was on there with them about 2 hours. Yeah. Hello, Jenny. How you doing, girl? Oh, what is it, Daniel? Hello, Mike. Well, I'm sort of funny about that. 'Cause I check that stuff. Anybody make a mistake. Hey, Jim, how you doing, buddy? Hey, Nate, how you doing? It's just a big skating rink down here, Jim. Yeah, I feel sorry for the people that don't have any background. They don't know what they're looking at. How the puppies doing, Nate? That one that had surgery doing all right now? It's raining a little bit here, but it's turning straight ice. Well, that's not going to happen, Nate. Steve was cutting up the other day about a Western hat, and I had one that not a cheap one. And Rocky decided he was going to modify it. Yeah, well, it's 30 degrees here right now, Jim. We supposed to get up to, I think, 37 tomorrow, so I had to get rid of it. But at 50, not too bad. I just don't like to drive when the ice is, especially like Mike says, when it gets up to where it can thaw and then squeeze back. Yeah, they claim it's really bad around west, up in that about halfway through here in Dallas. I'm tired of it. I know that. I don't like cold weather anyway, and I damn sure don't like ice. Yeah, that's right. Oh yeah. But usually this is unusual this year. We've had two bad spells. And normally we get one spell of winter, that really gets cold. And but boy, it ain't been that way now. Oh yeah, I can imagine being in Dallas or Houston on them overpasses. Woo! Hello, Wan J. How you doing, lady? And we tried to get you ice cream the other night, but I don't think we made it. I'm doing good here. Any what? Oh, ice cream. Oh, okay. Lost me there for a minute. Better get in trouble just reading half these notes. Well, I can hear that sleet hitting the roof. Well, that's what it's supposed to be, Daniel. Damn, I will put the Tootsie Roll Pop. Woo. Well, I guess I'm going to play Hopalong Casty for a couple more days. I stepped out of this trailer a while ago and hit that ice and slipped. Came down on that knee wrong, so now my damn knee's screwed up again. Don't worry about it, Nate. Yeah. Boy, I could run with that, Nate, but I'm not going to. Don't worry about it, bud. Now the hammer talking to you there, Nate. How long did we stay on that thing the other night, Jim? There's some of them like it. Some of them I can't watch. You'll see the thumbnail and think, that sounds interesting, and flip on there, and it's like 30 seconds. It's, ooh, I got to go. I said, how long did that thing last in that private chat the other night? I never did look at it. Excuse me. Yeah, sometimes it's that way. There's a couple of them that I just can't listen to them. That's what I was thinking. But I sure was. I had to get up that next morning for Ava's deal, and oh, I stayed on there 5 hours. Woo! I was burnt out after Ava's. I stayed on here that night for 2.5, 3 hours, 4 hours, something like that, and then get up and stay on Ava's for 5. Hello, Crystal. Hmm. Janice, how many hours? Do you know how many hours that Abel wound up with? I thought Diane might know. Yeah, well, they fall off too. $213. All right, so that should have put her at 4,000. She had what? 4,007. That ought to give her a pretty good bumper. You have a good one, Jessica. You got to charge your dad burn phone when you come in here, girl. Yeah, that's good. I got to take a letter. She didn't know how to take all that. Jess comes in here and says, "Hello, Jess. Good night, Jess." Mm-mm-mm. Well, yeah, that's good. I'm glad we did that. It was sort of fun the way we did it. We learned a little bit more too. You know, if you can pick up 200 something hours in one lab, well, that's something else. And really, we had the hole where Grandma Kelly was that I sort of covered, and then Steve got his wires crossed and didn't come back on. Yeah, you get that deal worked out, well, it would help. Yeah, I think so too, man. I don't know where that came from. I just New Year's Eve, people talking about New Year's Eve resolutions, and I was sitting there and I thought, that's gonna be mine is to get Ava up where she's monetized. Ava didn't even know I was gonna do it, and of course Steve helped, and Roy and Diane and everybody in the world helped out on that thing and advertised it. That's what made it work. Hey Moon, how you doing? Yeah, I need to go back and see how to do that. I got enough stuff to do the community tab, but I never have used it. Yeah, they really did, Nate. They oh. Well, tuck your butt in when you go out the door, Janice. Well, I tell you what, Abel's funny, but Doug's the one that cracked me up. Well, you're working full time, and that makes a difference. The only reason I can do these lives at night because they're easy. I don't have to do a bunch of junk to get them going. Just spending time visiting with y'all. But these people that put 3 or 4 videos a week out now, whoo, they work at it. That's something I've been noticing. All your big channels, they if you watch them, they don't put but one video a week out. Most of your really pretty good sized channels. Mm. Oh, you do have a load then, Anjay. I thought Janet's gonna say she didn't wear them. She's gonna put a Kenny on them. Well, hopefully it's supposed to get above freezing here tomorrow, so maybe this crap will clean out. I got stuff I need to go do. Ooh, you're gonna have a full day, aren't you, girl? Boy, we need that here. It'd make good conversation in the room, though, Janet. You still in quartzite, Nate? So, hmm. Yeah, you northerners might break a bathing suit out. Goody said, okay. Well, them things are all over that country. Between that and the wild burros, they sure tear a lot of stuff up. I was reading a deal here a while back. I think there were between 10 and 12,000 wild horses that they've caught trying to thin them herds out, and that they've got them in pens feeding them every day. Really, in Kentucky? Hmm. Well, used to you could catch them, or they actually hunted them for a while. They got so bad. They're going to do something with them. What is that? Coolers. Cougars. Okay. Oh, koalas. And don't call them koala bears in front of Janet. Yeah. Well, Janice informed me when I called them a bear that they were they weren't a bear. It was like a possum. You got bear, and then you got bear. Then you got bearskin rugs. Well, is there still a bunch of them, Janice, or are they getting sort of slim? Yeah. I'm gonna have to find me a place to go bear hunting this year. Mm. No, I just Are those things getting sort of scarce, or are they doing all right as far as the numbers on them? Okay. Mike, we appreciate it. Appreciate you coming in. You have a good night. Good night, Mr. Anjay. Appreciate you coming in and hope you have a good one. Don't get too rough on you. And sounds like he's feeling a little better anyway. I read somewhere a long time ago, and this probably been 20 years ago, that they were losing a lot of those koalas because some kind of way syphilis got into the deal, and it was killing a bunch of them. You ever heard that, Janet? Okay. Everybody in the world wants to pick one up and cuddle it. I don't know how cuddly they'd be. Yeah. You don't think it's got to be hard to put up with now, do you, Diane? What is that? The tree just grow in certain areas, Janet? Yeah, I wasn't gonna go there. I ain't going there. You know, we have that problem here, but like the deer, they adapt to it pretty good. They get where they live in the suburbs, and cows and coons and the mountain lions is the only one they have too much trouble with, I think. And cows are everywhere. I had a friend of mine lives on a peninsula on a lake, and they went in there and checked it and said it was year-round habitat for about 50 deer. Well, now that's been about, I don't know, 7 or 8 years ago. Now they've got over 500 on that peninsula, and the people there won't let them hunt them. They want them to trap them, or the biggest deal now is they want to give birth control pills or birth control to the deer. Lord help. No. Yeah, they're not real fast moving, are they? Yeah, they want to trap them and give them birth control pills, or either take a hypo gun and shoot them. Well, they cute little old things. They look like a teddy bear. That ain't no joke. That's like the javelinas here. Everybody calls them a hog, but they're not. Oh, you know, there's an old saying that, and it holds pretty true. You know, deer were made to eat, and says any animal that's a prey animal, in other words, that other animals prey on, have got their eyes to the side of their head where they nearly look behind them. And all predators have their eyes to the front, like man or a cow or a dog or a mountain lion. All their eyes are to the front, and that holds pretty true. It's like in Texas, they've gone crazy here. They passed a law that deer had to be 13 inches inside spread, and that's hard to measure when you're just hunting. And there's so many people just trophy hunters. Well, if you're managing a herd, a big buck don't mean near as much as a wild one. That's big. And I'm a hunter. I enjoy hunting, but I get mad at some of these rules they pass. Some of them just don't make any sense. And some of them are just politicians get them passed. It's not the wildlife people. Well, the humans are trying to control the humans too, Dan. Well, when most hunting seasons are, Diane, there's no way to tell if you see a pregnant doe or not, but they hunt them in the season when they're breeding, so they're not really, they haven't started carrying a little one. And Janus white-tailed deer do the same thing. If the food and everything really gets bad, they'll reabsorb a fetus. I think kangaroo and deer are a couple of the only animals that do that. And I think the deer reabsorb it, and like you say, the kangaroo just sort of put it on hold. I think that's why I hunt. I enjoy eating venison, but I enjoy wildlife too. I can sit there and watch them and never kill a thing and really enjoy what I'm doing. Give you an excuse for being out there. Yeah, it really is. Mother Nature got a way of taking care of herself. Hello, Peak. How you doing this fine day? Hell, I hope you're staying warm, Peak. That's great, man. It's talking about the peckerheads. I've got 15 eggs from them two hens in the last week or so. They laying the heck out of them eggs. I'm gonna have more peckerheads and I know what to do with it for long. Keep going. Keep running that incubator. No, I'm gonna try them tomorrow, Diane. Start off sort of easy in it. I think 3 eggs is supposed to make a chicken egg. I'm just gonna do like 3 of them and see what happens. Yeah, me too. Be a lot of trouble for nothing if it don't. Well, if if I can eat them and they don't bother me, I'll keep going like I'm going. If I don't, well, I'll raise enough of them to put 100 of them in the freezer. I've been doing some checking on that. There's people here that's part of how people sell those eggs is they sell them to people that are allergic to chicken eggs. That's one of the big markets for them. I'm real hopeful that's going to work because they said they never have had a case of somebody who was allergic to the quail eggs. I hope they're right. Nah, you can just take and squeeze the top of that egg and do it. I think. But no, they've got a pair of scissors that got a circle on the end of it. You can just clip the end of that egg off. I guess I ought to order some of them, but I want to sort of try this first. Yeah, they're neat, aren't they, Diane? Jessica was talking about opening a store up with all kind of little stuff. You could take those quail eggs as pretty as they're marked up and clip the top of them off and make a little tea set or something like that. I bet them things would sell like crazy. Hey, Kenneth, how you doing? Hmm, pretty interesting. Hello, Carl. How you doing? The eggs are pretty tough. They're tougher than a chicken egg. There was a guy here in Texas that made a ton of money doing it. He got to raising quail, and he's a big quail hunter. And they got to putting wax paper underneath them quail, and them quail would poop. They'd take and pour plastic over that, and they were making necklaces and earrings and all kind of stuff out of it. He made $1 billion doing that. It's amazing what people will buy. Yeah, it'd be too small for me to work with very often. If I get a pair of them scissors, I might have to make a set of those just for grins. They do all kind of stuff with them eggs. Janice, do y'all have the emus down there, or the ostriches? Were they native to Australia? Are they from Africa? Carl, are all y'all folks doing all right? Okay. What, the emu eggs or the quail eggs, Diane? They got started raising them crazy things. They had a money scheme going here for a while, and then it got where they weren't worth anything. People just turned them loose. They're running all over this country. Them things can run, too. Oh, quail eggs? I had a buddy of mine that raised uh, ostriches. And every once in a while, but 2 or 3 times a year, he'd throw a big breakfast. They'd take up them ostrich eggs and feed 10 or 15 people. Yeah, they are. They can survive just about anywhere, too, I think. Yeah. We had one on our place I hunted on, and they wanted to kill it. They wanted to get it off there. And I never could get a shot at that thing. Every time I saw him, he was 500 yards away running full blast. They tame down pretty good. Of course, just about any animal will tame down with food. Do you have many of them in the area you live in or close to you? Funny how animals can, you put them in a different habitat and they seem like they do well. It's like them stupid snakes down there in Florida. They claim them pythons are getting terrible down there. Then they got another deal that looked like a big rat, and they got a bounty on them. I didn't figure they'd hang around a suburban area too much. Yeah, I know they can fly. They kick the snot out of you too. Different critters. It's funny how a lot of these ranchers and farmers and stuff are going back to native animals. That's like the bison, buffalo. They're getting to be a jillion of them things around. Yeah, especially a snake that's 15 foot long and weighs 100 pounds. What are you talking about with their back feet or pecking? Now, what is that, Janice? Is that the one they call a snake bird sometimes? Hmm. I don't know if I have to look them up. I never have heard of them. I don't remember if I have. Are they as big as an emu? These are a big old bird that they're about to half the size of an emu. Dang, it's sleeting again. I can hear the ice hitting the roof of this trailer. The one I saw, that bird come up there and he was just stomping the crud out of that snake. And he finally reached down and got him with his bill, but he was stepping on him more than anything else. That's interesting, the different animals. The diversity of animals in Australia is just fascinating to me. They're so much different than anywhere else in the world. How far are y'all from damn New Zealand? It's funny, New Zealand's not all that far. Another island, and they don't have but one four-legged animal that's like a deer or something called a tar. And in Australia, they got all kind of critters, or kiwi as far as a bird goes. Hey, you know, in Australia, everybody it's like Texas. Everybody thinks Texas is a desert, and you know, you move around, you got all kind of different countries. Just like Australia with the you talking about the rainforest. People don't think about a rainforest being in Australia. Okay, it's further than I thought it was. Then I guess I was thinking about flying time. Sure, a lot of difference in the terrain between the two, though. That's one country I never did make it to. Hmm. Which one you looking up, Diane? That'd make 3 or 4 Thanksgiving dinners, wouldn't it, Diane? Yeah. Don't think you'd want to take an egg away from that one, Diane? They're a pretty bird. You know, they're huge. They got a hell of a doohickey on them. Yeah, well, that's the real doohickey there now. They have jumped pretty high. I guess the biggest bird we've got here is a bald eagle or some of the eagles we got here, but they ain't nothing compared to those birds. Well, was it the golden eagle or the one out in California? Those are big. In this part of the country, the bald eagle and the osprey are the biggest one. Yeah, they supposed to be pretty tough, just from what I've read about them. We don't have ostriches here, Janet. They came from Africa, I think. Ostriches. The only place you got ostriches here is these farms where they raise them for the meat and hide and stuff to make boots out of. Yeah, that's the way it is here. And the emus wouldn't be around as much as they are if they had people hadn't just turned them loose, got tired of feeding them. Well, a friend of mine had a big garden, and he walked outside one day, and them emus were in there just tearing that garden up. We went and got a shotgun and killed both of them. I'll tell you what, I think I'm going to shut this thing down a little early tonight. My damn knee's about to kill me. I need to straighten it out. Maybe get a little heat on it. That thing's aggravating me. They big enough to do it, too. All right, I appreciate y'all coming in. I'm going to wind this thing down tonight. We'll see y'all tomorrow sometime. Good night, folks.